Welcome to Papa Bojo's Kitchen. Well, today I'm going to make you a chuck roast. And this isn't a style, whether you're American, you're from Poland, you're from Germany, all pretty much very similar. The spices I'm going to use are a little slanted towards Polish because I'm using some marjoram. Here are your ingredients. As you can see, I have some slivered raw garlic here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a paring knife. I'm going to make a slit. I'm going to take the flat part of the garlic and I'm going to push that in. And I'm going to do this all over on both sides of this roast until all the garlic is inside it. Now I'm going to salt and pepper both sides of this liberally. I like using coarse black pepper. And if you notice, there's a lot of fat. I'm not cutting that out because when you bake this, that's going to render down. It's going to be real soft and very easy to discard the parts that you don't want. Flip it over. And do the same here. Now I'm going to add a little bit of my broth to the bottom of this. I'm not searing this roast. I know many people like to sear it, but I'm not. I'm putting it in raw, and that's just fine. If you want to sear yours, you want to put flour on yours and sear yours, go right ahead. Next, I'm going to add in all of my vegetables all the way around. I'm going to evenly distribute them as much as I can. I like to place the onions on top, or at least some of the onions on top. Now around the vegetables, I'm going to add some salt, some black pepper, some thyme, and I'm going to put that thyme also over the roast beef. Good amount of that. I'm going to put some rosemary, again liberally over the top of that, and some marjoram. I love marjoram. It gives a little bit of a citrusy, but it's got just a great flavor. It's used a lot in Polish food. Now I'm going to add the rest of my beef stock to come at least up to the edge of the roast. I'm just going to drizzle this with a little bit of olive oil. And then I'm going to cover it all real tight with aluminum foil, shining side down. And now we're going to put this in the middle rack of a 350-degree oven for 3 hours. So it's been 2 hours. We're going to take a look at this. So we're going to take the foil off. Be very, very careful. It's going to be extremely hot. And we're going to check to see how tender the beef is. The beef still has about an hour to go, so we're going to cover it back up, cook it for another hour, and we'll be all done. So it's been 3 hours. And we'll take another look at it. It should be completely done and tender. So again, be very careful taking the aluminum foil off. You can see the steam, and we're nice and fork tender. Now it's ready to plate. So I'm going to take myself a nice big chunk of this roast beef. The knife goes through it just like butter. I'm going to set it down, and I'm going to give myself some of these vegetables. I'll add another piece of carrot here. And that's all there is to making this great, great, great roast beef in the oven. Now, the gravy you have in here, there's a lot of really thin liquid juice. If you want to use some cornstarch or something and make this into a gravy, go right ahead. I love the juices nice and thin like this with mine, but you make it your own. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Papa Bojo's Kitchen. I hope to see you again. Buon appetito, smacznego. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.